Hello and welcome back to RF Tools. Now, as you can see, I've kind of moved inside because we were sort of over there. I'm not really liking the fact that being outside of these walls, we put a lot of effort into making this a safe zone. And obviously it's all in survival and, so if I type game mode 1, you can see you don't have permission. So it's a kind of annoying when you get killed. And I died over there, as you can see. I've only got 13 levels. So it's kind of irritating to die just over there. A couple of spiders came up over the... I thought I'd made it sort of, but obviously not. So I've come in here and I've ripped up the floor. Oh yeah, that's a trampoline. I got bored, so I made a trampoline, as you can see. Anyway, back to the video. So we're looking at what's called a builder. The builder uses like a majority of different things, but what we're going to use it for, or what you will use it for, is essentially a quarry. That's pretty much the use of what we're going to do here. So to make a builder, let me find it. Here it is. Requires bricks, redstone, an ender pearl, and a machine frame, which is any blue dye or lapis lazuli with iron and gold nuggets, and that gives you the builder. It's a fairly complicated UI, but it's not really stuff that you need to be thinking about as of yet, because there are other things that we're going to use other builders for. This is the thing that you're going to need, which is a shape card quarry, and that's the sort of more expensive bit about it. So we find it. Here you go. So the one that you want is you have to create a shape card first, and that is brick, 1 iron, redstone, and some paper. And then you add 4 more redstone, 2 more iron, a diamond pickaxe, and a diamond shovel. Now, one of the cool things that you can do with this particular thing here, right, is you use the card on its own. So you can set the dimensions of where you want to mine, and you can offset it as well. So if you don't want to mine particularly in your area, so for me, if I mined this area, it would replace all of this with dirt, because that's what this quarry does. It replaces what you've mined with dirt. So I have the lights in the floor, so that would be highly irritating. So you can essentially count where you want to go and then simply set it up. So what you would do is you would right click, is it shift right click? No. Okay, so you would right click on, shift right click on the builder, which would set your first point, and then you would run off to your second point and then shift right click, and then you have to now set a third marker, so essentially how far you want to go, and you would then do that. So that is the area that it's going to mine. So you have to make sure that you're setting the dimensions of what you want to mine and offset, i.e. away from it. And the other cool thing here is that you can void out items. So if you don't want to get any of this stuff, dirt, gravel, stone, netherrack, or end stone, etc., you can just void it out. And what you do is just right click and it automatically installs the module. Now, to turn this on just requires a lever. I'm not going to turn it on because I'm not going to use it, but it's just sort of simply showing how RF Tools can create and use a builder as a miner. It's not a simple process in terms of setting it all up, especially with a card and everything else. But it is, you set one start point, enter point, end point, and then back to the machine. And it'll just start working. And with the way that we've set this up here, as you see, I've sort of changed the machines around. There's the power cells in the middle, the coal generator, and so on. So essentially, that is how to use it. And then once you do it, you can stick a chest on top, and it will automatically begin to output into the chest. So it's a very sort of weird little piece of machinery, because obviously RF Tools doesn't really have anything that does farming in terms of sort of automated and so on. So you have to kind of improvise using the cards provided. But yeah, that is pretty much using the builder as a quarry. Any questions, stick them in the comments. It's a bit of a pain to set up, but do let me know if I can help. Take it easy.